Well, hopefully the video is started. I was going to start it up the hill, but this is kind of a cool shot, but I kind of missed it. But sun coming out, just kind of godly like. So today I'm going to go up on top of the ridge. Some cool views. I moved my mic down a little bit. My first video, you could kind of hear some heavy breathing, like something was going on. And so I kind of sounded a little retarded. And please don't take offense if I use words like retarded and stuff, because it's in no way to mean any offense to anyone. I call myself a retard all the time, but I just like to play words. And actually, I think there's a lot of really cool people that are retarded. Probably cooler than normal people. So I like all kinds of people, except for angry people. The assholes and the bitches. But as long as everybody's nice, what's there not to like? And for instance, like I took this train ride this last weekend, and there was some retarded people on there. And this one guy had a hat and gloves on, and he kept walking up and bent down on the train with his hands up in the air, almost like he was on a roller coaster, and he was like having the time of his life. And it's just cool to see stuff like that, because sitting behind me is a couple of their kids screaming his head off, and you probably say they're more of a normal type people, but they're just miserable. Why, this guy was just having a blast. But that's what life's all about. Having fun. If you're miserable, kinda sucks. Anyway, so we're heading up on top of the ridge, and every time I go out riding, I always have to think to myself to be careful not to speed, because I have this need, this drive, or this want to go really fast on my bike. And I have way too many speeding tickets, so we're reaching the top. See all the apple trees, there's tons of apple orchards up here. We just came up Apple Valley, isn't that funny? Because I like to grow apples, and I love apple cider. This is a pretty good lookout point. But I kind of want to just do like 80 back here. But I have the worst luck in the world when it comes to cops. Like, as soon as I let loose and try to start going at decent speed, there's a cop. Like yesterday, I was on the freeway. I come flying up behind this car. Lo and behold, a state trooper. Thank God I was only going 5 over, but I was going to start cranking on it until I seen the laptop in the front seat. And when we get down at the top of the ridge here, it goes down to some little twisties going down the hill. I mean, it's not like, but I'm sure a lot of guys are used to like really nice turns, but this is what we got around here. I'm just glad to be out today because it's supposed to rain today, and it did a few times, but just turned out to be gorgeous. So beautiful! And the temperature is nice and cool and not getting all sweaty. Comes the sun. It's alright. Another nice thing about this road is there's hardly any ever cars on it. Like once in a while I'll see one or two. And I should just cut loose, but and if anybody's got any luck to give me, I sure will take it, because I ain't got none. There's a car. Oh. So I gotta remember not to breathe heavy for you guys, so it's not annoying. Not to sound like I'm out of breath, like I'm 300 pounds. Because I want to sound lovely. Hey, lady. Alright, so it's not really, doesn't have like twisties up here, but it's just a fun little road. You got some good views, not a lot of traffic. A few times you might have a hawk or something trying to race you. Happened to me once. So a funny thing I was thinking about today is yoga pants. It just cracks me up when you see like a whole group of chicks and they all got black yoga pants on. I love yoga pants. And they had to be invented by a guy, I'm sure. Like, he had to be sitting there checking out his girlfriend or something, and she was probably naked, and he was like, I wonder what it would look like if I just painted you black. That would look so good. I think they should make pants like that. But oh my god, it's like these girls that wear these yoga pants really gets me going. They're the best. So thank you for yoga. Thank you for the pants. Say like most, probably over 50% of the girls wear yoga pants. Like if I go to the store or something, yep, yoga. Alright, coming to the edge of the road here. Oh, there's is some heavy breathing. So annoying. But now my mic's not like right at my top lip. I moved it down. So hopefully the breathing's not as bad. And I think the speed limit like on this road is 55, but you know, you got recommended speed, as you see back there, of 30. Oh, watch out for the gravel. That's one thing that people don't understand when they start, like when they're in their car and stuff, and they cut the corner sharp and they go off into the gravel and they kick all that shit on the road. That is not good. Not good for the bikers. Oh, there's a lot of cars here today. See if I can get closer to the edge. You can kind of see how it just, some spots it just goes straight down. Maybe up here, I think, if I remember correctly. What else is good besides yoga pants? Motorcycles for sure. Gorgeous weather. There's some more apple orchard. The one thing about the apple orchards is they bring a lot of deer. Why not? They're delicious. So that's just one of my favorite little roads. And then there's another one too that goes up a bluff and across. Yeah, I should probably slow down here. This little place is called Dakota. Right on the old Mississippi. They actually have a school for sale here. I don't know if I can see it from this road, but that's the thing about this bike, like second gear, which I think I can get up to probably 70 in a second. top and over to Wisconsin. So speaking of deer, a couple weeks ago I hit a deer with my BMW and she was totaled. So I went out and purchased a new Jeep Wrangler. Well, not brand new, but pretty new. And I've owned, this is probably my 4th Jeep Wrangler. Well, I have a couple CJ7s. And I absolutely love the 4-door and the newer style, the newer suspension. It's like driving a car. You have a little bob and weave, but she just floats. There's the Mississippi. Yes. Tearing her up. That's got to be a fun job. Demolition. That's what I wanted to do, was blow stuff up. So if anybody's got a job doing demolition, let me know. Because that would be choice. Actually, in the wintertime, along the bluffs here, when it starts to melt a little bit, you get these ice waterfalls all along the river, which is pretty cool. Kind of looks like Frozen. So that will be the ramp going to La Crescent. I'm trying to get enough of this in for you. There's a lot going on here, so I'm like looking all over the place. Car behind me. The guy behind me is probably like, what is this dildo doing? Looking around. On our way out. I don't know if you can see down there a little, is that the La Crosse Queen? Little paddle boat. If you ever want to take a paddle boat, there's one in La Crosse. Riverside, can go on a cruise. Exciting! But yeah, in the summertime, there's so many boats on the river. Like, you got huge ass barges, a lot of houseboats, fishing boats. That's what people like to do on the river. Go to the sandbars because there's nobody out there. Man, and I'm just getting hit by bugs. So last weekend I went up to Duluth in the Jeep, and it looked like my windshield got hit by like 1,000 paintballs. I could barely see out of it. literally seen a deer shoot across the road right in front of me. Luckily, the deer following it saw me and ran the other way. Because I did not want to hit another deer. And I don't know if it's because deer are colorblind and my BMW is red and my Jeep is black. But he saw me and kicked ass the other way, which was pretty sweet. And I'm not so sure that the deer that hit me with my red car really even saw me. It was the strangest thing too, because like just for a split second, I think me and the deer actually looked into each other's eyes. Like, as he committed suicide. Which is kind of creepy. But after I nailed him, or when I nailed him, he shit all over the side of my car. So the insurance company wanted to see my car as is when I hit the deer, so I had to leave shit on my car for a week and a half. It would have been longer, but the insurance guy was like, I showed up for my appointment, and the guy that gave me the appointment didn't tell me what day it was. He told me the date, he just didn't tell me the date. Like he said on Tuesday, so I thought it was the following Tuesday. And I showed up there, and the insurance guy's like, well, yeah, you're not scheduled for today. But he's like, oh, I'll just take pictures of it now and stuff, and then you can wash your shit off your car, which was kind of nice. And the thing is, it was like, it didn't total my car where I couldn't drive it. It was just the cost of it. Because it was an older car. They couldn't fix it for what it was worth. So, this is dumbass me. I'm just leaving La Crescent, Minnesota, which gas is cheaper, and my gas thing just went off. So now I gotta turn around and go back. To get cheaper gas, I might as well. Not that I'm gonna be putting a ton of gas in here, but shit, when you can save money, why not? Plus, I'm just like riding around. So we'll go back to this place in between Minnesota and Wisconsin that's got this railroad bridge that's actually pretty low. Kind of freaked me out the first time that I drove under it, because like the road's flat and then it dips down, but the bridge isn't that much lower than what the ground was. It's just the dip, which you will see. I don't like gravel. Oh, my gas. This is kind of a weird spot because it's like right in between Minnesota and Wisconsin. I'm not even sure what the address is. But I'm probably going to annoy the shit out of them with the sound of my bike because it's so peaceful and quiet back here. Try and keep it in low gear so it's like kind of quieter. That's one of the cool bubbles. I've never seen that before. Let's try and be quiet. Oh, look at that place. That's wicked cool. I haven't been back here for a while, so there's a couple new houses. But if you can see ahead, the railroad bridge. So La Crosse was like in the boom when like everybody moved here. Was back in the logging days, and they used Mississippi to like transport a lot of the logs up and down the river. See how low that is? Just imagine moving back here and having to get all the shit back here and going underneath that bridge. But they put out word to like Scandinavian stuff that there is really good jobs here, good paying jobs and stuff. So a lot of Scandinavians moved to the area. And then when they started building railroad tracks, that kind of changed the development of the logging industry. Well, on the river side of it, because then they started moving the logs by railroad. And the river wasn't used as much. Now it's just kind of like a recreational thing, but that's kind of why a lot of people move to this area. Yeah, that's annoying. Wow, that thing is bright. I don't know, I'm trying to turn my head so you guys can catch everything, but there's a few cool houses down here. Under the bridge downtown. But this is the road to nowhere. There's somebody like right on my ass. Sorry, buddy. I'm just talking, not paying attention. At least I'm not on my cell phone. Ooh, there's a place for sale. Wow. I would love one of these places. But a lot of the thing is like when you live by the water around here, sometimes you get so many freaking bugs. Like, I don't like bugs. I'm not like, ew, icky bugs, but you know, I ride my bike a lot, and when you get bugs all over the place, it kind of sucks. Alright, so this road, that road up there actually is the road that we came back from Dresbach on. So this guy's got a gate at the end. How sweet is that? Nobody come in. I'm gonna turn on this guy's driveway like, what are you doing here? Get out of here. So this part would probably be Minnesota. Because it's like right there. So we'll come back and see if we can get a better view of some of these places. And I apologize if my videos get like too long and boring. But I figure that way, you know, you can watch it as long as you want. I don't have to really edit anything, which is kind of nice for me. And you can always like move forward, go back, go all the way around, shuffle, repeat, watch it all day long. That place looks like a pile. But most of the places down here are pretty nice. Another one for sale. But we're coming up to this place up here, kind of cracks me up a little bit. Just the color scheme. It's like Nicki Minaj's makeup. There's